Hi guys, I'm Deeksha from 91 Mobiles and I have the new Gionee S6s with me, which has just been launched in India. I'm going to quickly unbox it for you and then we'll check out the device. The phone ships in a very standard looking square box, and when you take off the lid, you get access to the handset itself, which is a pretty nice looking phone, I must say. Then you can take off the tray which the smartphone rests upon and you find a bunch of things. There's a SIM ejection tool right here. You get a pair of in-ear headphones, a micro USB to USB cable, there's a 2-pin wall charger as well, which is rated at 2 amperes. You find all the necessary documentation. There's a silicone back cover for the phone. And lastly, there's a screen protector as well. That finishes the unboxing of the new Gionee S6s. Now let's play with it for a while and see how it goes. We'll start with the display and design of the new Gionee S6s. This is a 5.5-inch phone with Full HD display and the display looks sharp enough. Even the colors look very vivid. We used the phone outdoors as well and the brightness levels seemed adequate. The screen is not very reflective, so it seems like a good display overall. In terms of design, this is a full metal body smartphone. However, the front is plastic. The Gionee S6 had a gold front, but this phone has a white front and I like the look of the Gionee S6 better. That said, the back looks very stunning with the matte gold finish. I even like this assortment of a number of rings on the back, which is the primary camera module, the fingerprint reader and Gionee's branding. In terms of handling, this is a slim smartphone. It's very lightweight, so you will be able to use it with a single hand very easily. Even the back panel is slightly curved, which helps in the single hand usage. And what else helps in the single hand usage is the UI on this phone. You can access all the control center and the quick toggles from the bottom of the display, which helps when you're using the phone with just a single hand. The phone runs Android Marshmallow with the Amigo UI is Gionee's custom user interface. Like any other Chinese smartphone, this phone does not have an app drawer. In terms of preloaded third-party apps, you get all apps from Google, Facebook, Instagram, a bunch of games which you can see right here, and a few other apps like Messenger, Hot Today, Truecaller and SwiftKey Keyboard. There are a few first-party apps as well, which includes the G Store, an app from Gionee called Abroad Service, which lets you keep track of all the flights when you're traveling, lets you put on all your flight information, keep a track of your checklist and stuff like that. In terms of other software features, you get smart gestures and there are a few screen off gestures as well. So you can draw certain letters and shapes on the screen when it's off to launch certain apps. And while the number of customizable gestures are a lot, the functions you can perform with them is limited, which is a little disappointing. That's pretty much about the UI of the phone. The UI feels very smooth. This phone is powered by a MediaTek octa-core processor clocked at 1.3 GHz and it's aided by 3 GB of RAM. The operation feels very smooth for now. The processing is very snappy, but we'll be able to give out our final comments when we stress test this phone. Till then, let's talk about the cameras on this phone, which is the highlight. The primary camera on the Gionee S6s is 13 megapixels. It's an autofocus sensor assisted by an LED flash. And on the front, you get an 8 megapixel sensor, which also comes assisted by an LED flash. This is a selfie-centric phone. The default camera app on the Gionee S6s is pretty loaded with features. You get a lot of modes that you can shoot in. There are some regular ones like HDR, night, panorama, the pro mode, and some interesting ones like time lapse, slow motion, text recognition, GIF and mood photo. There are a few real-time filters that you can apply while you're clicking your picture. You can access the usual camera settings from the toggle on the top right corner, and then since it's a selfie-centric phone, you get a face beauty mode wherein you can compare real time while you're clicking selfies as to what editing has been done to your photo, and you can control the amount of smoothing, whitening, face slimming and eye enlargement that happens to your photo. Let's see how the primary camera on the Gionee S6s performs. As you can see, the camera focuses pretty quickly. The shutter speed is pretty fast as well. And the camera seems to have captured good enough details. But we'll be testing these shooters in different lighting conditions to give out a final verdict on the cameras of the Gionee S6s. In terms of storage, this phone comes with 32 GB of built-in memory, out of which you get about 26 GB for your personal use. There's USB OTG support as well, and this phone supports micro SD cards of up to 128 GB capacity. There's a SIM tray on the left edge which can accept a micro SIM and a nano SIM or a micro SD card. So basically this is a hybrid dual SIM phone. And lastly, this is backed by a 3150 mAh battery, which sounds enough for you to easily use this phone for one day on a single charge. Apart from that, you get an option of battery optimization, and you have battery saving options like the power saving mode and extreme power saving mode in case you run into a battery crisis. That was pretty much it about the new Gionee S6s. It seems like a feature-packed, decent offering from the brand, and at this price point, it will be competing against the likes of the Asus Zenfone 3 Laser, which has just been launched and is also a camera-centric phone, or the Moto X Play, which offers a clean vanilla OS. We'll be telling you how it fares against the competition and as a daily driver once we review it. So stay tuned and thank you for watching.